Welcome to Tables.
List.
And chairs.
Welcome to TLC.
It is the worst named show we have.
No, it's
I was
not.
about to
We've
say
been
ladders.
through this before.
Why do you think it's the worst one we have?
The List Club. Like, you could have kept the TLC, but tables, lists, and chairs is such a
But we're
stretch.
sat
I
at
know.
a table.
We've been through this in previous episodes. I don't. Well, you know, fine. Welcome to tables, lists, and chairs.
Yeah, we're sat at a table. We have lists, and we're all
I
on
was going
chairs.
to say, to be fair, there is a list.
Yeah. Like,
and
they're
we're all
all
on chairs.
they're all present.
It would
But,
be
like-
impressive if there was a ladder.
Yeah.
That would be like a special you're all doing on ladders.
Yes. It's knees. It's all knees. Everything.
It's like those sort of like mid like 2010s WWE where the Money in the Bank promos where
All
everyone's
took
on,
place,
all up
yeah.
on different ladders.
I miss those so much. Yeah. Oh, you should.
You're
honestly,
that person.
You should honestly do that.
I'm Luke Aaron. Dan Layton is with us.
Janet
here.
Jackson's biggest fan. Is that what he was going to come out
Janet
of your mouth?
Jackson Stan. Dan is here.
Yeah.
And Tara Loves Wrestling is joining us. Thank you so much. And today we're going to be going through our best SummerSlam matches of all time. If you're new to TLC, this is how it works. We've individually got our top 10 list of SummerSlam matches. We're going to reveal those one by one, and they'll get a point value at the end. We'll decide which one's got the most points and which one is actually the best SummerSlam match of all time. Definitively. So your number 10 pick gets 1 point.
Data driven.
Your number 9 picks gets 2 points, so on and so forth. I thought this was actually going to be harder than it was because SummerSlam, whatever.
Yeah. Big time.
But then I was like, I actually started writing some matches. I was like, oh, there's some bangers on here. There's some really good matches.
There's a lot of good SummerSlam matches. There's a lot of awful ones too, but there's some really good ones.
I think I'm driven by the amount of times I've watched the SummerSlam and gone, yeah. So like that's made me think all SummerSlam sucks, which is not true.
Not true. Some of those main events are
Pretty
good.
good.
Are pretty
Pretty
good.
good.
Yeah.
It used to be the biggest party of the summer,
The
obviously.
biggest party.
the only.
Do you know what? They had the best adverts though back in the day. I
And
think.
some of the best theme songs. That's a
1000%.
list.
SummerSlam theme
Yeah,
songs.
and the correct answer is Demi Lovato, Cool for the Summer. It's the best SummerSlam theme. No
was,
takebacks.
Was Drowning Pool's Bodies?
Yeah.
That was SummerSlam.
Yeah.
That
Obviously
was,
number
which
one.
is so bizarre that they had that when.
just
yeah.
pre CW.
It was big.
It was big.
Huge
Bright
song.
Lights, Bigger City, also on that. None of them are Demi Lovato, though.
No,
so.
but that's not the list we're doing
Yeah.
today. We're going to do matches. There's going to be some names on here that regular viewers will be surprised that I have on my list.
Interesting. What a tease.
What a tease, huh?
Mine is going to be mad. Like, there's going to be some comments.
Okay. If you put Trish versus Charlotte Flair as one of your best matches,
Why not?
So you didn't want me. You didn't want me to.
So you don't support women? Is that what it is?
I don't want to say it.
yeah. Or what will be the other one? Stephanie McMahon versus Brie Bella.
Obviously, that's
was it Brie?
Yes, it was
Yes,
Brie.
it was
Brie.
Was
It
it
was-
Brie? I don't know.
Remember, it was her or
The
Nikki.
iconic heel.
I was going to say
turn,
it was Nikki that turned heel. Yeah, I knew it was. Anyway,
Step up.
right, let's do number 10. 3, 2, 1.
Ah.
Oh, Mick Foley versus Ric Flair. Next one.
Yeah.
Brett versus Bulldog
Yes.
from SummerSlam 92.
That's the one. That was the year.
You remember the year, so it clearly was iconic.
At number 10.
Yes.
And I've got Rey Mysterio versus Kurt Angle from the year 2002. I'll be brief. It's a perfect opener.
Yeah.
This is a great opening match to a great pay-per-view, probably the best SummerSlam ever, and I love this match. It's so good. Kurt Angle apparently specifically requested this match. Ray had only just been in the company for like a handful of weeks. It's just a perfect introduction to him. Sorry, I can't focus. Dan, at number 10.
Yeah. Number 10.
10.
Yeah. Because, like, you know.
One of the greatest matches of all time. Yeah. At number 10.
Well, why not?
Is it, though?
It's not even on my top 10.
Wow!
Oh, no, it's not.
I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, in terms of like history and status and, you know, it was Wembley Stadium, the Twin Towers Wembley, like, you know, that's cool. First British, like, whatever, British Bulldogs there, the big picture with Diana and the two of them. And the match was just like a lot of suplexes and rest holds and stuff. I don't love it as a match. I love it as a piece of history, but, you know, skip to the end. It's not even on your list.
I know.
Well, there you go.
I don't think it's that iconic.
So two
There's
to
a
one.
lot better.
Two
There's
to
a lot
one.
better out there.
Okay.
But I'm not a massive Bret Hart fan He's on my list for one match only. I know. I'm sorry, I don't like crybaby Bret Hart. I know, bitter Betty Brett.
If the Bret Hart match you've got is Team WWE versus the Nexus.
Let me just.
I mean, look, it's
That's
on my
flabbergasted
It's on my list. It has flabbergasted me.
Yeah.
My
I just don't know. I even watched it today to like sense check myself.
my gaster is flabbered.
Yeah.
It's on my list. I'll come to it later.
Okay.
Talk us through Foley versus Flair.
This was a good match. It was a very. My only qualm with it. This was a very, very good match. The I Quit match.
Yeah.
Melina was for some reason Mick Foley's valet.
Well, 'cause
he
he
was
was-
like, well into Melina.
he was well into
in
the
a
divas.
weird way. Yeah.
Do you know what's really rude? Like in the beginning as well, before he went out, she was like, "Oh, if you quit, this is kind of over."
Yeah.
And then in the end, he sacrificed himself for her, and I was like, "Why?"
Because he loved the divas.
But can I ask?
In a
So I
weird
remember
way.
this. It was a really good match. But why did that whole thing with him and Melina start? Do you remember?
Literally, Mick Foley IRL was sort of a stan of the divas. Like he
Yeah.
was
I was
always
gonna say,
he was
yeah.
always trying to push the divas. Like he was always talking about them on his blog or whatever. Like he was always supporting them. And one of them was Melina. He had a real life friendship with Melina. So then that bled into the story.
I thought you were going to say IRL. They were in a secret affair.
They were married.
I was like, oh my
Um,
god!
yeah.
I
No.
wish you went along with that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was one of those, but it does make it less weird.
It was a very good match though.
Yeah?
It's just that's the only thing that I found a bit weird about it. But I loved Melina as well. But it was just I didn't get that. But it was a very, very good match.
It's great, and it all stems from Flair burying Foley in his book.
Yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
And I love that they took that real life element. They did it again in TNA, less good.
Yeah.
When they did it in TNA, slightly more broken. This probably is the best version of that match.
It was a very, very good match. And I like the little sacrifice in the end that he did for Melina. Oh, did it carry on after that? Or...
Oh no.
Yeah, I think Foley and Flair had another because I think they had a 2 out of 3 falls match as well, or maybe that was the first one they did. I think they did have another match, but there was the gimmick was they did the hardcore. Then I'm going to beat you as an actual wrestler.
Yeah.
Number 10, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I stand by it.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
Ooh. Edge versus Matt Hardy from
I'm sensing a theme.
Yeah.
I'm sensing a theme.
The theme.
The theme is that there appears to be a woman involved in the middle.
Well, sorry, I like to support women.
But does this extend to, like, is it anyone in the middle? Am I going to see a ladder match on this? Is there, like...
There is
of
of course, there has to be a ladder.
There has to be some form of custody on the line for you to like a match at SummerSlam.
There is gonna be a custody on
There
the
you
line.
go. That's what I'm
We've got Joe versus Reigns versus Brock versus Strowman
Yeah,
from
yeah,
sometime
yeah.
2018.
Yeah, probably.
2017, 2018.
Around then.
And I've gone for The Fiend versus Finn Balor from,
that was fun.
from SummerSlam 2019.
Yeah.
It's felt special because it was cool and it was different. And like we did live reactions to it and it just blew my mind. This Fiend character that had been building since the night after WrestleMania, and we didn't really know what to expect. And he came out and he broke Finn Balor's neck, and it was like he's now the best thing in wrestling. Because in a year where AEW suddenly became the most exciting thing in the world because it was new and it was like and WWE was the drizzling shit, dreadful all year long. I was like, finally, there's something cool with this
Something
company.
interesting.
And they knew it 1 month later because Hell in a Cell comes the month
But
after.
in this moment,
But in this moment here, this
with
is
the
perfect.
entrance
This
and
is
the
absolutely
lantern,
perfect. Oh,
couldn't blink.
I couldn't take my eyes off it. I was so excited. I was so enamored with it. And then I showed it to my wife, and she was like, "It's one of the lamest things I've ever seen."
The way you bury your wife on this podcast.
Oh my God,
Like-
she buries herself.
I broke my necklace.
Oh,
I know, that's how...
just like Lita broke Matt Hardy's heart.
Oh wow, very good.
What a good segue.
I see what you've done there.
This was a very good match. And
Yeah.
I like that it was based off of real elements and how... I think Matt got... From what I recall, Matt got really hurt to the point that they couldn't carry on.
Well, yeah, this is more of an
That is
angle
what
than it
happened.
is
Yeah.
like a match. Which is why I find it quite disappointing because I was so into Matt Hardy.
Same.
I
Was this before or after they did the bit where like she held his? Oh no, this is not the "You're fired, go off to SmackDown"
No.
match.
No, that's the one. That's the
one
cage
after.
match on. I
Yeah,
think.
this was soon after the affair came to
Yeah,
light.
Yeah, and he
They-
got fired, and then he came back.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was, I was at that age where I was Matt Hardy, ride or die, and I was like totally took his side, and I was on the.
Well, he said the
blog
words
post.
"Ring of Honor," so that would have popped.
Oh,
you.
Matt Hardy and Ring of Honor. I was like, yeah, it's gonna Ring of Honor. He was teasing getting to TNA. I was so into all of it. I was Matt Hardy through and through. So I was actually really disappointed by this match because they did my boy dirty.
Yeah.
They did, but it was iconic. Like, imagine like when you were watching it at the time, you knew about the lore behind it, and you were like, "Oh my god!" Like,
But like, I'm a Lita stan
I'm a Lita
for
stan.
life. So like, for me, I found it all very uncomfortable. But in the service of Edge and Lita as the central focus, I support the endeavor. Like the decisions made in the booking of these matches was good.
I will say as well,
In the end.
going back and watching in with the benefit of hindsight, and now that I'm a much older, wiser man, Matt does not come off well.
Not the most best.
No,
Not the most best.
Quite crazy, actually.
A little bit crazy on the crazy
Matt
side.
Hardy show stuff is mad.
It was like as well when she was
wild.
on that podcast and he called in and it was like, this is
Uncomfortable.
Just weird.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, I get they've done you dirty, but maybe let it go now. It's a bit much.
I was a bit
like-
uncomfortable at the time as well. But I also didn't have a podcast at the time, so
No.
couldn't have told anybody.
I would not recommend, this is a big not recommend, to anyone to watch the Matt Hardy show where he really talks about the Lita thing and he's got the Lita cutout and he locks it in the bathroom. It's
It's not the tea.
no, it is not. No, it's
No,
not
it
a
wasn't
recommend
like-
for me.
Do you know it's a different time? Because right
was
now,
a
it would have been done.
different time.
It would have been.
We didn't have Twitter. We didn't know what to do with ourselves.
We all thought it was okay.
Pushing the boundaries.
So this four-way,
yeah.
yeah,
was
people
a good-
really like this four-way.
I love
It's
it.
just because it's balls to the wall. It's just like, start, bash, crash, lots of big things,
Meat
lots of
on
big.
meat.
Yeah, and
Meat on
I'm
meat
not
on meat.
normally. I think the difference with this lot is that they've all got a bit of pace to them. So you've got Joe there, who's his. I mean, Roman's almost the outlier in this moment because he's the one everyone's trying to push. But like elsewhere, it's just go for it. Just Demolition Derby, but in wrestling form, and I have a great time with it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Was this the one where Strowman accidentally hit Brock in the head and then he actually punched him?
That,
No,
was
That
no,
one.
no.
That was the other one.
I can't remember if that was which match it was. I wasn't sure if that was the Rumble.
I don't
one.
think it was this one, but
That was funny too.
yeah,
But
this
was a good match,
is
though.
more just like throwing things at each other,
Yeah.
and like it's like watching kaijus go after each
It
other.
is, yeah, absolutely. It's not a great SummerSlam. It's got like Jinder and Shinsuke on
Yeah.
it. So, but
Oh.
I love
What's your
that.
problem with
match.
Jinder?
Well, no,
You're hindering Jinder.
I'm not hindering the Jinder, but that match sucks. Match
Better not be on
stinks.
your worst list. That's all.
I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure it is. That match stinks.
I'll defend it.
Well, we've got some wild takes on this episode already. I wonder what'll be on the Patreon episode. Patreon.com/WrestleTalk, where the three of us will be counting down our top 10 worst SummerSlam matches. Here's a clip.
I think it was. It's just an incorrect bit of business, and no amount of what they ultimately ended up delivering in terms of Becky turning into Big Time Bex, which I think is I now think is second best Becky. Compared to Donald Trump Becky. You know me, I love a Becky Lynch. I'm a big Becky Lynch boy. But even they both talk about how this felt crap in the moment. Like this felt wrong. It felt wrong for them. It felt wrong for us. It doesn't do anybody any justice. And even though they then pull out a flipping brilliant match at WrestleMania subsequently a few months later, I don't think that justifies this, personally.
It's not really supporting women, though, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
listen.
agree.
I think I have done enough building up women in wrestling on this podcast for this worst list to be allowed.
There's none on your best though.
Doesn't really sound like it.
That's because they don't do matches at SummerSlam for women very well.
Alicia Fox might say otherwise.
Yeah, thank you.
Whose side are you on?
I agree, but this will be another discussion for another time. I don't like Becky Lynch.
Woof.
Oh, there's a hot take.
Great character, not great wrestler.
Woof.
Whoa, that's a real spicy one.
I'm
I
sorry.
mean, I will also say she will appear again on my list in a
Wonder
brief
why.
amount of time.
3, 2, 1.
Hey,
Matchy,
hoppa,
matchy.
hoppa. We love a little matchy moment.
Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar. We've got CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar. So talk us through Kurt and Brock.
Do you not remember this? This was a good time. So this was the same SummerSlam where it was Shane McMahon v Eric Bischoff. Do you remember that?
So it's like 2005 era. Why do I not
It was
remember this match?
2003.
Why do I not remember this match
remember
at
this
all?
match
This was a really
In
good.
fairness, I don't fully remember that SummerSlam beyond the Elimination Chamber.
I actually rewatched this the other
Yeah,
day, and I was
yeah.
like, "This was fantastic" because it was always on my mind. It was so good.
And this
It-
will only have been a few months after their WrestleMania match, wasn't it?
yeah, and honestly, Kurt was being thrown about like no
Yeah.
tomorrow. Like no wonder he went on drugs because that match. Like, it was a very, very good match.
Yeah.
This is my down period. This is my fallow period of wrestling fandom because I quit in 2002. So this is probably why I've got such a blind spot. The year 2003 is a real blind spot. For me.
Generally, rewatch that SummerSlam was one of the best in my opinion. Like that was
Yeah.
a very, very good SummerSlam.
I'll add it to the list.
Yeah.
What else? A good. We also got Punk versus Punk versus Lesnar for
Yeah.
our ones. You and I reviewed this for WrestleTalk Extra.
We did, and as a result, it's entered quite a nice little. Like when you have like personal things, like you buried Mrs. Owen. I'm gonna do the other. I'm gonna raise my other half up because she calls CM Punk the little one. That's her nickname for CM Punk. She likes him a lot. He's the little one because when she first moved in with me, we were reviewing the show. I'm watching this match, having a great time because it's a fantastically plotted match. But because he's next to Brock Lesnar, he's the little one and he's throwing him around. And so like she's like, oh, I want a little one to win. It's like, oh, good. You can just arrive into this match and enjoy it as a completely like blind, non-wrestling person. So I think it's very good.
It's a fascinating SummerSlam. It's a proper 2-match card.
Yeah.
Because everything else on that show is not great at all. But then you have that and you have that main event.
Yeah.
It's so good. This match rules. It's so great. This was going to be way higher up on my list.
Was it a good match, or was it because everything else on that card wasn't that great?
I think it's one of those funny things where like you could argue it's just like, oh my god, what a relief, but then you actually go back and watch it in isolation and you're like, nah, actually that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I might need to rewatch it, but at the time I remember I wasn't that impressed. But maybe I need to rewatch it. I'll rewatch it.
Do you know what? I don't think I loved it in situ.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, but going back and watching it when we did the podcast,
Yeah.
I really really liked it.
Rate it, and it's much better than Bret Hart versus Bulldog.
3, 2, 1.
Oh,
We have got Owen Hart versus Brett from '94.
That was
I'm
good.
glad that's the other Brett match. I mean, Piper would have been good as well. We've got Cena versus Bryan, which is the same year, right? It's 2013.
Yeah, that's the other one that you're
That's
talking
the other
about.
match. And I've got Steve Austin versus Kurt Angle, 2001.
Yeah.
This would be so much higher on my list if it didn't have such a ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only thing that takes it down for me. I recently did it for the podcast. I think it's their best match they ever had. Kurt's just turned heel. It's really one of the face. You're right, because I was thinking Austin heel. It's one of the few times that Austin as a heel was clicking. You just needed that babyface and Kurt Angle. It's so good, but the finish sucks.
Yeah, it's just a limp little DQ, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's
After so much of like, you're like, go on, do it, and then they don't, and you're like,
because like the story of the match is he keeps kicking out the stunner. It doesn't matter how many stunners he throws him, he keeps kicking out of it. No one's kicked out of as many stunners as Kurt Angle, and it's all it needed was just one final one, and Austin beats him. It's
or the other way around, and you solidify him as your new top guy,
and he just wins.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. It's such a good match. Watch it if you haven't seen it before, but
turn it off 5 minutes before
turn it off 5 minutes before the end.
I watched it recently. I actually agree. The ending was poor.
It's
Yeah.
really
I was really
poor.
confused. I was like, this is
It's
going so
a
well.
confusing ending.
It's
because
It's
that's
very
the other thing.
anticlimactic. You're like,
You're being like given the story of a match, and you are naturally led to a certain conclusion, and then they just don't give you that conclusion, and you're not left being like, oh, so close. You're like, huh? And that's not the voice you want.
Not the voice you want, and it really doesn't help then Rock versus Booker as the main event because like they struggle to follow it match wise, but also B, they struggle to follow it because the finish for the previous one stunk up the joints. But yeah, other than that, it's better than Angle versus Ray. I can tell you that much. Cena Bryan though, this match is also tremendous.
Yeah, same from the 2-show card of 2013. Just again, I find this era fascinating because it's like that thing. I saw a post someone put up where they were like, "Do you think kids feel about Obafemi the same way we felt about Batista?" And then I felt like 17 new white hairs pop up in my body because I was like
an adult.
I was an adult still thinking, but I mean, I was only 15 when Batista wins the belt for the first time, so like I wasn't fully an adult yet.
I was at university.
Well, right, but like I was still like, oh Jesus, there's generations and generations, and I find a generation at this point, like watching this, I wonder what their experience was like as kids. But then also, I'm watching it as 23-year-old, becoming jaded, like being a bit like, nah, samey. And suddenly you've got a really interesting guy pulling out stuff from Cena where I'm like, oh, I'm invested in this is good stuff. So I just find this whole era fascinating.
It is, yeah. Handpicked as well. Cena handpicked.
Crush me with how young you are.
I'm 31.
You are?
31.
Thank God! Oh!
How old did you think I was?
I don't know.
The way you pitched it earlier, you were like 22.
Yeah, and also the whole TikTok vibe. I was like,
Oh, just because I do TikTok.
why are we bringing 12-year-olds into the studio? But no, fantastic. I love.
And now you're like, now I respect your decisions.
Not even that. I'm just relieved that there are creaky knees the whole way around the table. We're all,
yeah.
we're all
and
getting,
bad backs, yeah.
we're all getting gassed just by sitting down.
Oh, Kieran.
Yeah, Kieran was born in like what 2016.
16 or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
How old are you?
26.
Oh.
What's Absolute child. Speaking of childhood heroes of mine, Owen Hart versus Bret. I was trying to find a good segue into that.
Yeah.
This match is so so good.
It's really, really good. I don't think I need to say much about this match. This match was just, I think, to be honest, it should have been my. No, it was never going to be my number one because there's other more iconic.
It was never going to be
matches.
mine either, but I
There's
know
a
what
more
you think.
iconic Bret Hart match at SummerSlam.
There's
that we
absolutely
might
not.
wanna-
This was very
Yeah,
good.
there is, and it's on a different list.
Can I ask, Owen Hart or Bret Hart, who did you think was better? Not in this match, but in general.
Bret.
Really?
Yeah, Bret's the best.
Wrestling-wise,
Yeah.
I think Owen.
I mean, look, I love Owen.
Owen is very
I liked
good.
Owen's
great.
character work as well.
And Owen was very good in
Oh, Bret's
ring.
character work.
What
Well,
about it?
bitter Betty Brett.
He wasn't bitter when he was on top. He was
He might
happy.
have been. I think he might have been.
Oh, he's so annoying. Do you know what it is?
love
Maybe
this,
it's tainted it for me.
Yeah. You're just a massive Goldberg stan.
He does have a good entrance.
There you go. There you go.
It's so good though, 'cause it's a great follow-on from the Mania match.
Yes, this was just fantastic. I think they worked very, very well together. I don't think there was a bored moment. Like, you were just in awe of this match. So, yes, is this not on your list?
It's not.
It
not
is.
Okay,
I've
good.
got
It's on my list.
I've got maybe a different Bret
Oh, gosh.
match on my list.
Was there
I
one?
wonder what it could be. But we'll get to it.
There shouldn't be any others. But...
I love. There's something I know that you don't, which I think is very funny.
3, 2, 1.
Oh,
CM Punk versus Gunther from 2025.
Very nice. Very nice.
Cena versus Styles
Yes.
from 2016. Yeah, when
yeah.
it just came in. And I've got TLC from the year 2000. Picture the scene. A 14-year-old boy is wearing his backwards red baseball cap because...
You know he be loving this.
Right here, because Chocolate Starfish is out and we all love it, and it's a great album. It's not Significant Other's way better, but I am peak wrestling fandom. This is it for me. This is my entire life, my entire personality. It's all I would talk about. It's why I never had a girlfriend. It's why I barely had friends. But it was just, this was my whole being. And 3 of my favorite teams were in a match that had chairs
Yeah.
and tables and a ladder
And lists.
Oh,
Ladder.
Oh, it was so exciting, and I love it. SummerSlam 2000 is my second favorite SummerSlam of all time. I love it, love it. And this match is just, it still gets me right here.
Gets you pumped.
Gets me absolutely pumped.
Like
But
a
it's
double.
the 6th best match of my list.
It's higher for me.
Yeah,
It's higher for me
Much
too.
higher.
higher for me too.
Because I think that's probably arguably one of the best TLC matches of all time.
Yeah.
It's the blueprint.
They work so
It is,
well
yeah.
together as well. Can I just say, what's happened to tag team wrestling? I miss this kind of era where we love tag teams. Now you find one that you like and they just dismantle.
In my
something.
life, I keep being teased with a resurgence. I keep being given maybe 3-4 months of being like, yeah, now we're cooking, and then everything falls apart and everyone gets
It
released.
was like Breeze Dango. I loved
Yeah.
them. I thought that
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
and that was actually a good era tag team as
Yeah.
well. Sorry, I'm digressing, but no, I was like, that's such a good era, and then suddenly, what happened? And they're gone.
Well, yeah.
Anytime you want to love a tag team, they're gone. But this was that era.
My favorite theory that I've been presented, and Dan will hate me for saying it, is that Triple H was not a tag team guy. He was always a singles wrestler, so he has no interest in tag team divisions.
Yeah, he was in one of the
It
most
just doesn't-
iconic tag
It
teams.
also doesn't make
But they
any
weren't
sense.
Or
The
together.
Dusty
crew,
Classic.
faction, I guess.
Right.
They made the Dusty Classic happen.
But he did that because the main event scene didn't have, the main roster didn't have a tag, and people were saying there's no tag teams on the main roster, so he did that to pop the internet fans.
The unfortunate downside of this match, though, is that it forces these poor old men to really constantly be forced to go near tables, ladders, and chairs.
Just did it again.
Do you know what I'm saying? And the Dudley. They
And the
just need to be left to not.
It is true.
Oh, not
Yes.
only that, but when you go back and read the reviews of it, Meltzer and Alvarez are writing it's like, this is it. It's setting a dangerous precedence that the next time they do one of these matches, they're going to have to try and top it. 'Cause
Which is
they
really
all-
interesting.
It is true.
And then they do the one at Mania X7, which does top it.
Well, I was gonna
and
say-
then they go. The reaction to that was like, oh, now this is getting really dangerous.
If you
now.
watch the one at X7 back again, it's not a million miles away from. A lot of the spots are the same. They just add the Frogger. Like, it's really interesting when you go back and I know TLC 2 better than most matches.
Yeah.
In my life, this one, I went and watched it back and I was like, you seem familiar. Like, I'm seeing
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of that. They nearly at one point Edge nearly spears his head off. Into the back of the chair.
That was the
no,
Matt
the
Hardy
back of the. No, it's not. He spears
knows.
Lita, or it might be Rhino spears Lita. No, Rhino's not in yet. He spears Lita, and she nearly hits her head on the
yeah.
stairs.
I need to rewatch it, but
Yeah.
from my memory, this was incredible.
It's so good. And not they had the ladder match at Mania as well at 2000. It's just great.
This is
really
recent.
Really recent.
Do you know what I loved about it? It was the ending when Seth Rollins comes out and the injury's not real, and you're like, what? I don't know. That's why it was a good match, but I loved it for that.
The
ending.
whole.
So it was the whole kit and caboodle, like the cash in afterwards.
Do you know what it is? I was tricked. You know,
Were you?
I really believed he was injured.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I was bamboozled.
So
I was hoodwinked. He got me. I'll tell you that. So
Yeah.
So you guys were.
No, yeah,
What?
from like I don't know, probably the day after.
Oh, I really believed he was injured.
Yeah.
I was at that point far more interested in other things happening in my life at the point, so I was like, no, it probably isn't. And then I moved on.
I had no life.
And then I ruined my experience of this by watching the match and being quite excited about it and actually really enjoying Punk versus Gunther and
was a
going
good
like,
match.
I wonder how much tickets are going for this show. And logging onto WWE.com and seeing in full living color what happens afterwards with Seth. And I was like, you absolute tool. Like, what? That was completely my fault. But it was a shame because I was thoroughly enjoying this match.
I remember I watched it with my friends, actually. We all got together and we watched it together. So it was like a nice moment for all of us. We were like, what the hell? Like, it was a good match.
Yeah.
It was a
It's
very
good.
good match.
It's
but
really good.
I love the ending. I'm sorry. I was.
But
I was
the
shocked.
ending is
I
only.
shouldn't
The
apologise
ending
for
is
that. It's good to be
only.
worked.
It's real to me, goddamn. I believe that.
I like that we can still be worked. That's a fun
Yeah.
thing about
And I
wrestling.
was, yeah.
Good.
And it's only that satisfying because the way Punk sells this victory is so good. Like, he's really emotional to be having that belt, and he's fought this battle against Gunther, and he's done it, and he's got. I never thought I'd be holding a belt like this again, and then suddenly he comes out.
butthole
You
comes
know,
out.
yeah, it's
With
like
his
you
fake
can
ass
you watch
injury.
him clench.
His
and
fake
then,
injury.
yeah.
So, yeah.
And talk us through Cena and Styles.
Well, just sort of following on from what I was saying last time, really, which is just that in a period, this is post Cena Renaissance. So where 2013 he was still in Super Cena era. 2015 he does his United States title run, and so people are reassessing John Cena's impact and what John Cena can bring to the table and things like that. And then enter AJ Styles. This is a match that like anyone who was reading Power Slam magazine or whatever during the 2005 eras was like wondering if they'd ever get to see, or you know, this is when you dream about fantasy booking or like the best of your company versus the best against your company, then you actually get to see it, and then it lives up to it. And one of those people in that match is Jonathan Cena. You're like, wow, great.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I completely agree.
And then they go and immortalize it 10 years later.
It's that match that they have is so goddamn good. I'll have it later, so I'll save my thoughts for them. 3, 2, 1. Hey, Owen versus Bryan and Cena versus Bryan from 2013, which
now
is
we're
featured
starting
previously.
to converse.
And Triple H versus Shawn Michaels from 2002 for me.
I'll just go in because we've done this one already. But I feel like it is. It's got drama and it's got technical masterclass energy, and I don't love going back and watching early. I think part of it might be even like McMahon's voice. There's something about the presentation of it that all feels very.
Oh my god!
There's a lot of the same noise and the same level of volume, and it stops me from properly like sinking into everything. But so when a match can push through that for me, it deserves a place on the list quite high.
You're right. Vince does just have the one tone.
Oh my god! He's gonna do the ring. I'm gonna win a match. Just bit of light and shade, Vince. Come on.
One of the worst commentators.
I thought he was in
Yeah.
it. Oh my god.
And you've got Cena and Bryan, which was featured on the list already.
This was really good. Like, oh yeah, it was. Sorry. Yeah, no, it's really freaking good. Like, this was amazing. You know, indie darling Bryan.
Yeah.
I think there's like little elements as well that I liked in it that he like really. It was like near the end when he started respecting Cena, he actually slapped him. There was like little iconic moments, and then after all that, Randy Orton comes out and
That's a cash-in moment.
yeah, I know, because it was such an emotional moment too.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, because at that time too, you didn't really expect WWE to push like indie style wrestlers or anything like
to
that.
be that guy.
Yeah, no, it was incredible. And then he had his moment. You're like, oh my god, like this is incredible. Like it was quite emotional. And then who
Giveth and taketh away.
Yeah.
who Randy Orton? And do you know what's so annoying? We love Randy Orton so much. It's kind of like, oh, it's so hard to make this decision.
Oh, I didn't know that time.
No,
Yeah, I know,
that was
at
the
that
other thing
time.
at that time. It was like, it was almost like, it was that proper give and take away. It was a real slap in the face.
really
It
really
was. We were also
infuriating.
emotional. They let him really hold it as well.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah,
oh
yeah.
my god, and then suddenly, who comes out?
Yeah.
Speaking of emotions, Sean's big match back. Sean having his big time back.
Oh, that was
and it's I talked about Brett earlier and how much I love Brett. I'm Brett over Sean, but that is not to take anything away from Sean.
Oh,
because
bloody
I'm
Laura,
Sean over Brett.
really?
yeah, Brett's
I'm
up.
the other way.
What is? What? I don't know what you see.
Okay,
Brett.
I'm gonna
Shut
say
up.
I'm gonna say you hate Brett more than anyone I think I've ever known.
I don't know why,
Maybe
but
not
I
your
think
word.
maybe because of how bitter he is, it's really tainted my image of him.
I mean,
If he was in the room now, I would be like, ugh, go away. I'm like, get out.
Well,
and he's-
careful what you wish for.
I actually have
I'd
some
leave.
opinions about the placement you had of my match.
Honestly, I was just like, oh, and you know when it was really bad, but you know at the Hall of Fame when someone
Yeah.
attacked him, I was like, I get it. He's made so many enemies. He's so bloody annoying. It was bad. I'm not condoning it.
That just sounds like you kind of were.
No, but I was like, you know what? Yeah, I get it. This is what happens.
It's so rare that I don't have the wildest takes on the show.
I know,
That's
yeah.
really fun.
I know I have a lot of wild takes.
Brett's gonna live in my heart forever for rolling his eyes at Triple H
well-
on the Hall of Fame stage. Like that,
Yeah.
exactly. That's amazing. He does it so
Can I just say, even that, don't turn up, go away.
Oh no, Bitter Brett's amazing.
I don't know why they invite him.
I love him. I want to hang out with Bitter Brett. I just want
Would
him
you?
to tell me stories that he hates everyone.
No,
But then he'd leave and tell horrible stories about
About
you.
you.
Yeah, exactly.
and then
I
you
wanna
know
be part
what?
of the lexicon.
He'd still come back, and then
Yeah,
he'd
he'd
tell
come
horrible
back
stories
and
again.
He'd tell me those stories again.
Tell me why this is good.
Yeah,
anyway,
sorry.
So the reason I want to say that is because Shawn Michaels is absolutely insanely good. You know, while I'm Brett over Shawn, nothing away from Shawn. He's so goddamn good. And this match has got like the perfect level of drama and emotion. It's fascinating as well because it ends with the jackknife and just sort of like a pin out of nowhere. And like they always said, like, oh, we did that finish because we didn't know whether Shawn was going to do it again. And my reaction to that is like, if you thought this was only going to be the one match that Shawn had, you did the super kick. You ended with the sweet chin music. You did like the Big Bang. This feels like you knew you were going to do something more. So there's this weird lore around it. Obviously, it does lead to Shawn's big comeback. I think it's so goddamn good. And it's the best match the two have. I might go as far to say it's the only good match the two had.
Spicy.
Of a singles match, because they have a few others that go 20 minutes too long. Whereas this is the perfect length. Giggity. 3, 2, 1. Hey!
Here we Let's just go there straight away.
Sorry, I support women. Are there any women on your list?
Sorry, I feel like
Absolutely wild that
It wasn't a bad
I'm
match.
being accused of not supporting women on the
Yeah.
WrestleTalk podcast.
Dan, you and I just had our Steve Austin gift moment.
We really did.
Because we saw Alicia Martinelli and we went,
Do you have any women matches on your list?
Not on this list.
Wow. But is it on the worst?
Yes,
That's even worse.
justifiably. I would argue.
yeah.
I don't think this was a bad match. Probably
Okay.
not the best.
Yeah,
It's got its most iconic. Okay,
I
I'd
was
say
going to
it's.
say, like, there's a difference between it's not a bad match and the fourth greatest WrestleMania
Yeah.
of all time.
I'd say actually HHH v HBK would have been on there, but I think just for the iconic lore of it all, it deserves a place on the list.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, I do. Can I just say, I will argue this. It wasn't a great. No, it wasn't a bad match.
No, I wouldn't say.
I think
bad
Stone
match
Cold
either.
That's
was
not
rude.
the question.
That's not.
Yeah.
It's the question that Steve
If it was-
Austin
if it
asked
was-
was,
if it was
what's the greatest match of all time?
Top 10 sort of, put not a bad matches of SummerSlam history, then I would absolutely agree with this.
Oh, but we could have Cena versus Styles just because of nostalgia for you.
Because it was real good. It was
real good,
considerably better than this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we need to think of the time at the moment as well. What they did was good for that time.
I think coming next month on TLC, our top 10 that was okay matches.
Our top 10 perfectly fine outings.
perfectly cromulent matches.
For the lore behind it, it has to be on this list.
yeah.
For the lore.
For the law.
It would be absolutely number one on my most meme matches of all time.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? That'd be a good list.
Yeah.
I got told off on Twitter once for memeing this match. Because you know when Randy and Edge had arguably the greatest match
Yeah.
of all time, what it was going to be called, right? And they had
Yeah.
the graphic for it, and I put them up. People on Twitter told me off.
Yeah,
being like,
as they
stop,
should.
I was like, stop making fun of this match.
Thank you.
It's not that bad.
It actually isn't a bad match.
Once again, that's not the list we're doing.
Well, can I just say, when we think of SummerSlam matches, is this not one that pops into your head?
Nope,
Honestly,
because
no.
I didn't know it happened at SummerSlam.
Neither did I. I truly thought this happened on an episode of Superstars
Me
in
too.
2011.
I thought it was just a Raw match,
Well,
and that's what made it even funnier.
Well, clearly.
And I don't blame her for liking it either. Like when she said it was one of her favorites of all time, because it might have been the only one she saw.
And I don't blame Steve Austin's reaction either.
No.
I actually do, because you know what? Matches can resonate with us in different ways.
That is true.
Yeah.
You know?
Fourth greatest match of all time. John Cena versus Daniel Bryan.
This match kicks ass. So good.
Wait, who is it?
Cena and Bryan.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Cena handpicked him, wanted to be the guy to beat me for the title, and then they were like, nah, let's have Randy Orton win, because that's who we really want to be champion. But it's beautiful. You know, they can pretend that it was the start of the story to lead to WrestleMania, and it absolutely wasn't. But we can lovingly now pretend that it was, and it's just such a goddamn good match. It's Bryan doing his absolute best. I'm not a John Cena guy.
Same.
And if he got such good work out of him, but Cena's great. When Cena steps up, he can genuinely do it. The problem with Cena, he just
Never did.
coasted. He coasted his entire career, but then every now and again, he would just be like, but this is the match I'll do it.
Yeah.
This is the match I'll do it. This
Big
is the time.
match John,
Big
you might
match
say.
John. But you know, JBL said that about all of his matches.
Yeah.
But it depends who he's against, because I think Daniel Bryan is that person to bring people
course,
out.
yes,
Like, he
absolutely,
is a fan. He is probably arguably one of the best.
He's the greatest wrestler of all time in my
Oh,
books.
of all time.
All time, I think he's the greatest wrestler of all time.
Of course, fourth on the list would be Alicia Fox. So I've gone
Oh, but
for
this is
Angle
okay.
Austin in 2001.
Love it.
Oh, really?
Which, yeah, it's
Fourth?
in spite of the...
We sure?
I'm just not taking it from you. In spite of the ending, which does bother me somewhat. The fact that 25 years on, I'm watching it back because I'm listening to the podcast and I go, right, I want to remind myself of that. And I'm just like... Ugh. In an era of, like, you know, walk and brawl, you know, the matches aren't the most best. For them to deliver something that makes me want to peel my own skin off because I'm so excited about what's going to happen. Sure, I get let down by the finish, but the bulk of the match, I'm like... And also, in our lists of the greatest matches, he's up there.
Yeah.
You know what didn't have a bad ending?
But it didn't
And it
have,
inspired
did it have
a
a
wrestler.
great ending.
Oh.
And there we are.
It just had an ending. 3, 2, 1. Whoppa. Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero, the custody of the ladder.
Yeah.
Triple H versus Shawn Michaels, absolutely superb. And John Cena made the second appearance on my list, taking on AJ Styles.
My favorite part of this match doesn't exist anymore.
Where the f was Vicky?
Yeah, it's like, when I tell you, I watched that when I had it on. I recorded it on my VHS the night before. Watched it when I got home that day, and all I could think for weeks, and in fact now 20 plus years, is where the f is Vicky?
Where was she though?
And it doesn't exist. Where was she?
Where was she?
Not in the correct place. And
I'll
then.
tell you what, she was blowing her spots.
And then she
was
comes
living
out
it.
and has no sense of urgency whatsoever.
There is a child on the line.
On the
Like,
line.
what are you doing?
But yeah, tell us more beyond that spot.
I actually think this is the most iconic SummerSlam match ever. This is
But there's one
for
left.
a custody.
There's 2 more.
There's 2 more.
There's 2 more left.
Yes, this is for a custody of a child.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
You do love things in the middle, don't
You
you?
want to talk about sort of like heavily memed matches? Like this is, but
it
unlike
was a good
unlike your
match.
other one, this match is awesome.
It's almost like-
good.
it's
Oh,
almost
like,
like
my
the-
other one.
It's almost like with the stipulation itself might have been distasteful, but when you put Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero in a match, they're quite good.
Yeah.
So they'll
They're
manage
very
to pull,
good.
and also they managed to pull off a storyline.
But I
soap opera, very soap opera,
I
but
actually will go to bat for the story.
Yeah.
Because this is Michael Cole's best commentary outing. Because he is a guy who his children are adopted. So he has got like a genuine like
yeah.
heart and stake within this. And so he is so passionate about seeing Ray win. It's so beautiful. It's genuinely awesome.
and it's given us the opportunity for Dominic Mysterio to walk out and say with a straight face, I'm a 20-year veteran of this
Yeah.
industry, which is brilliant.
And he just looks so sad in that cage.
Oh, he's got such a
His
face on
action
him.
chops were so
oh, when he
good.
runs in the ring, the little shake of the ladder.
Is it true, Dad? Is it true?
And when I was young, I really believed it.
Do you know what I'm saying?
When I
Yeah.
was young, I really believed this. Oh my god! Like this
Poor
is
child.
what they're doing
Yeah.
in WWE.
I love this match. It was on my long list. It was going to make it on, but I put on Fiend and Balor.
Bray.
That-
Poor
that-
choice.
No. Maybe. Because I wish I had this on my list.
I will say, I'd love to know the conversation backstage with Vicky and Eddie.
Afterwards.
Oh, I mean, I
Yeah,
know.
afterwards.
Knowing what a violent temper that man had, I don't think I want to know what that conversation sounded like. Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, no, not much more to add other than him coming back from this back injury, and at the time I just take everything at face value. I don't know how much of it is the legit back injury. There was all the conversation after the fact, but in that moment, I'm like, this guy had a severe back injury, and I'm still in my sort of like half kayfabe, half. I believe they really had some bad blood. So when I see them properly fighting, it's unsanctioned, and he's taken a sledgehammer to his poor little back. I'm so like, be careful. And like, yeah, I just think it's brilliant. And I think it is one of those ones that defines the beginning of a new era kind of thing for me.
Yeah.
You had your Attitude Era, and at this moment, whether it's Brock winning the belt in 2002, this business going down, suddenly I'm like, okay, we're in a new phase of WWE.
Plus, they understood the assignment and they wore jeans.
They wore jeans.
It's very key.
It was a real
to this
street
match.
fight.
It's a proper street fight. It is not a proper street fight unless you're wearing jeans.
Correct.
These are the rules.
That
Do
was
that
actually
one.
a sign of a street fight. Can I say, when I was younger as well, Triple H, the sledgehammer, was anyone waiting for him one day to be like, on their
Actually,
head?
bash on someone's head.
Like a watermelon.
As a kid, I was like, what's the point of all
Yeah,
this?
just hitting you with your hands. Lame wrestler. Anyway, who's not a lame wrestler? AJ Styles isn't a lame wrestler.
Yeah.
Like, AJ Styles is awesome. This is like a genuine dream match. I'm a TNA guy. So like AJ was my TNA, like he was my hero in TNA. I hated John Cena. Hated with a venomous passion John Cena. Boring, rubbish, boring wrestler. This is why I go towards TNA all the time. So to see them two actually like clash, this felt like sort of the dream matches you want to see out of the 2001 Invasion. It's like a genuine WWE versus TNA dream match, and it totally delivers. And they go on and have like absolute barnstormers thereafter. Two genuinely perfectly suited wrestlers. And again, it's that John Cena, when he knows when to step it up, he does step it up. And this is a perfect example of it. 3, 2, 1. Hey!
Great,
Superb.
great,
Love
great.
it. TLC 2000,
Yeah.
Hogan versus Michaels. And I've got John Cena in his third appearance in a row on my list, this time against Cody Rhodes.
Do the most recent one first. Let's do that.
This one?
Yeah.
This match is awesome. It's so good because the WrestleMania match is such
Not.
dog shit. It's so bad. It's one of the worst WrestleMania main events of all time. I think this is, I've got it number 2 on my list. Greatest SummerSlam match, SummerSlam main event ever in the history of all time ever. It's the match that you wanted to see out of John Cena's retirement year, but we wasted some time of it dicking around with this heel turn that was going nowhere. So they just literally stopped doing it.
They just stopped it cold and went, never mind.
Cena came out and said, lol, changed my mind, I'm a good guy now. And then they just had this awesome match. It felt like a passing of the torch. Cody wins the title back. Oh, it's so magically beautiful and brilliant, and I love it. Do you not like this match?
You're not going to like my worst list.
This features on your worst list. That is
Cripes, there's a tease.
a tease for patreon.com/WrestleTalk. But, some people might argue this is one of the worst SummerSlam matches of all time in Hogan versus Michaels.
Yeah, why do you love this?
It was just so hilarious.
Right.
Like, do you know what it is as well? For HBK to oversell like that, it would have hurt. Like those, and to do it that much to make Hulk Hogan look like a fool. I just think it's perfect. And also, do you know what's funny as well? I know there's a part of Hulk Hogan that probably thought, wow, I am this strong.
He wasn't affronted by it. He was like, God, I'm actually brilliant.
He's like, maybe I should slow it down a little.
There's that lad on Instagram. I say, but you probably see him on TikTok. I think on TikTok first, then it appears on Instagram for 4 months later. But a guy who does like those fake Hogan interviews, whereas there's some like
Yeah,
mad
I need
takes
to.
and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, but he doesn't Hogan. One of them was like, Sean wasn't selling, brother.
Yeah.
But I really believe in his delusional mind. There's a part of him that may have been like, it's just also, but to see him like a little irked off, I just think it was so funny. I remember watching it as a kid as well. I was like, what is going on?
I mean, also, it exists in, like, I will say the build up to it, the idea of Hulk Hogan versus Shawn Michaels exists in my, like, 15-year-old brain. It's like, wow, that's going to be a huge deal. And then in the subsequent years, it still exists in my mind. When you say SummerSlam matches, it's one of the first I think of.
Yeah.
And were you not sports entertained by
Well,
this
this
match?
is always the ultimate question.
Yeah.
It's not on my list. We'll put it that way.
Oh,
It's not on my list either. It may feature on my other list. But
interestingly-
I feel like it is unfair that it's on my other list, but I have my reasons.
But it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist on
We're
my
gonna
other
argue.
list. So like, there you go. I think
Yeah.
There's no reason it shouldn't exist on your other list.
What, that in the worst SummerSlam
Yes.
matches of all time?
Are you insane? Okay, well, we can
We'll
debate
get there.
this.
We'll
We'll
get
There's
debate
another
there.
videos for us to do there. I mean, look, what I do love about it, watching it live with like me and my friends at university. It's very early in the morning, and we were just so perplexed by what we were watching. But my mate, who was this huge Shawn Michaels fan, he was his favorite wrestler ever, could not stop laughing at what was going on. It's a magical little thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of magic, TLC 2000.
Just like no further to add other than it's my, I was a Hardy Boys stan. The three of them were putting on these matches that just made you feel like appointment telly, and you want to watch it and you want to see what they're going to do next. And I think it stands the test of time. I think when you are launching a new match stipulation, even though you kind of did this at WrestleMania already, it just didn't have the name yet. The idea that they each had a weapon, I think having gone back and watched 2000's Raw and SmackDown, they build it really well. I think it's really great.
I was crying about this on the podcast when we were covering 2001. They have Edge and Christian in a ladder match, and JR says like, these two guys master of the ladder match. I'm like,
No, they weren't. They were the chair boys.
They were the chairs of the TLC.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. It's Brett and Bulldog.
It's
Dad.
not, it's
It
Angle and
is,
Ray.
it's not-
From the second you launched this as your number 10, I was like, I cannot wait to get to the end of this list. I love this match. This match is distilled wrestling. This match is two clashing styles that somehow work in a way that just looks like you're watching a knife cut through butter. It is so perfect from the moment that Ray pounces off the side at the very start of the match through to the finish. There's not a moment of wasted breath. It is pure distilled wrestling. It's mat wrestling mixed with lucha libre. These are my two favorite styles of all time. I love him. There's a reason that at the age of 33 and he came out at the O2, I jumped to my little feet because I was so excited to see Rey Mysterio for the first time in my life. This match is perfect from start to finish. Even though it's an opener, you can miss me with your 25-30 minute main events. There's nothing that you can pull from this match.
I completely agree.
Number one. Best one ever.
Completely agree.
Go on, tell me about this nonsense.
You really love
Why do
that
I
match.
feel
love
like
this
I am
match.
now like
I love
on the
this
back
match.
foot trying to defend Brett versus Bulldog in '92?
There's no defense. There's honestly none. It shouldn't even, I'm really shocked with all the great matches there are.
I'm
Oh,
shocked
what,
this
those are
one
the
would be number one.
biggest SummerSlam of
do you
all
think,
time.
Do you think it's because you like Brett so much?
No, it's also like the Bulldog.
So do you think that's better than Brett v. Owen?
I think it's more iconic, and I think that.
I mean, it's certainly iconic,
This
like,
is the
that's
match
not-
that I
Oh,
fight
we-
with. This
you
would
guys
be
can
the
base it
match-
off
This is
iconic,
the
but I
match
can't.
I never said that. This would be the match I would go back and rewatch as a comfort match. I love it so much. It's like one of my first experiences of watching wrestling as well is seeing Brett and seeing Bulldog. I genuinely think this is one of the most perfect wrestling matches. Like, don't even SummerSlam, just perfect wrestling matches of all time. And then you want to talk about lore.
Yeah.
The lore behind this match is it's sad in a way, and I do feel kind of bad as well because probably the most iconic thing from this match, aside from Wembley Stadium, is Brett and which is when Bulldog realized, I don't know what I do anymore, and Brett carries him through the match. And I feel bad because Diana's pointed this out as well, that this is Bulldog's biggest, this is like the
moment.
biggest moment that man ever had. And the thing it's most remembered for is Brett and
The top comment there, it's uploaded twice. Once as WWE's greatest SummerSlam match of all time, and once just as a full match, you can watch it or whatever. And on both of the videos, the top comment is Brett and
Yeah. And I bet you they did it 2 O's as well.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
Brett and Fuchs.
Food, which is not how people from Birmingham sound, but
Quite,
fine.
quite cruel to have it on your list, really. But
It's from Wigan.
Is he?
Yeah.
It was builders
he?
from Birmingham.
No, he's from Wigan.
No, do you know what it is? He won. He was in the Six-Pack Challenge, which took place in Birmingham.
Yes.
For Unforgiven. That's
Yeah.
why I'm thinking Birmingham.
But so he would be Brett and Fuchs.
I'm for.
But it's such a beautiful match. I love it. Even if it is Brett's wrestling, there's just a bag of steroids around the ring, and he does it so well. I love it. I cannot wait to tell Dave Bradshaw that you put that at. No, I might even text him now.
Number 10.
I'm going to text him now while you take us through
Number
TLC.
10.
I'm going to text him now.
I don't think any more needs to be said. So I was a massive Hardy Boys fan growing up
Yeah.
as well. I still love them, to be honest. I honestly don't know what more could be said. Like, this was the era of tag team. This was such a good match. This was cinema.
Inventive, forward thinking.
It was
like,
tough as well. Like, you know, they were popping drugs after. Probably before. Because this was an intense match. Like, I remember watching it. Like I say, I think the greatest TLC match ever. And it was the era of tag teams. And and I was rooting for all of them.
And again, in the era of like, it's not the flashiest styles of wrestling, certainly at the top of the card.
It's a bit sloppy as well, but it's still good.
Because I always find it funny when I go back and watch 94 pre-neck break Steve Austin, and I go, oh, that's a very different wrestler to the one I grew up watching. But at that point, you're seeing a lot of your big hosses punching each other, not the most athletic wrestling styles, and then suddenly you've got the alternative, and it's just,
Kieran, we have our results for... This will be interesting, because usually we have a lot more crossovers
Especially
towards the top of the
yeah.
list. So
I think I have a feeling which one's going to win.
I think I might know as well.
I
I've
think
got the
I know.
results here, and in at number 3... Just checking. Dave Bradshaw has said, it's fine, not everyone can understand wrestling. Number 3, it's Triple H versus Shawn Michaels from 2002 with 14 points. In at number 2, it's Cena versus Bryan with 17 points from 2013. And at number 1, it's Alicia Fox. Nope, just cross that out.
I was going to say, oh my God, I knew it.
It's TLC 2000 with 24 points.
I think it's the most iconic one. Like, it's when you think of like that one and Brent Bulldog, I will say, if you think of SummerSlam.
He said, I think he's only the 10th best Dan.
It's not even the best Bradshaw on commentary.
Tara, where can people find you? Tell us about yourself.
I'm on TikTok and Instagram. Everything's just Tara Loves Wrestling. Very easy. And I do love wrestling. And I love women's wrestling, especially, unlike some.
You included far more women on your worst list than I did. You took
Was
out...
there any women on your best?
No.
No.
That's because there
I
were
had
no
to-
good
It's all
matches.
Divas Dodgeball.
Yeah.
I had women.
Yeah. For banter.
Not for banter at all. No. Yeah, but Tara Loves Wrestling. That's where you can find me with good wrestling content. Unlike check. With good wrestling opinions, unlike some.
And you're often at Hustle shows. You're often at a lot of British indie shows.
Yeah, I'm at most. I'm actually at Eve tomorrow. You could find me at a lot of wrestling shows actually. Eve, Hustle, Progress. I'm trying to think. There's probably quite a few in there. Yeah. Sorry for not mentioning, but yeah.
So always drop by and say hello.
I'll see. After these opinions, I don't know.
I mean, I'm not saying hello to you.
Yeah.
You're really debacle. Thank you so much for watching this episode of TLC. Click the video on screen right now to see our last episode of TLC we did, where we counted down the top 10 stars of the Attitude Era.